An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team. And we're going to see a
I ain't even seen my roster yet, bro.
in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a participant from the playoffs last year, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing going.
Bro, I don't even see my roster, man. I don't even know what I got, bro. You out here playing blind, boy. I'm out here playing blind as hell, boy. I ain't even seen my roster. Jesus. Bro, Daddy's scared because he ain't seen his roster.
The Bulldogs' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway.
Jesus. I don't even know what I got on the team, bro.
He's out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. Motion from the back. From the gun, the ground game. Oh, he's got some speed. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. They'll go right back to it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, I'm so impressed watching this guy run the football. And I'll tell you, I think Joe Paterno would have loved this guy in his offense, too. His teams always prided themselves on being able to run the football, right? Be more physical than the opponent. This guy has the ability to just wear defenses down. So hard to stop.
Creates a little room. Wide open spaces. Oh,
bro, what?
A big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry up. He wants to change this route. Hand off from the gun. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury.
What's he doing with a back scratcher?
And we'll take a break to check him out. The Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, it's Shields. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
It's a draw. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. When you work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback on the keeper.
Yes, sir.
Right, stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Yes, sir.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6.
Good defense.
He wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Touchdown, through the air for the score. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
I love the aggressive nature of the play calling there. In the opening drive in the game, you have an opportunity on just kick a field goal, take the lead early, establish some momentum. Instead, they get
you on that type of time, bro. You on that type of time.
The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling
just play your game, Bills. I need to see who on my team. I don't even know who I got.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25.
Good.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Let's take a little step back and have a look. Doesn't matter what time of season it is.
That's Paw Patrol, I think, baby.
Is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the offseason was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
Turning it on. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football. And this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
That nigga thinking now.
Loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm.
That nigga thinking, bro. He's gonna have to man up. Now he can't blitz everybody.
They've got the defense on their heels.
They'll give it to him again. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Let's fucking go.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open.
Make a man up on you, bro.
He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And he tacked on the extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run.
Hell of a drive, Bills.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they want, and now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Gonna run it. It's Funk.
Tackle.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They'll run the option. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo. Quick release on the RPO. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Tempo and overdrive.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking for a man. It's Shields. Quickly complete. There he goes. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. From the red zone, looking for a space. He wants it all.
Damn it. Fuck wrong with all that? I hurt my hook up in control. Damn it. I'm my other cable lit.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Tennessee is on top, but it's not like Peyton Manning or T. Martin are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 4 over South Carolina. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Pulls it, fired complete.
Oh, he lucky.
They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
He's in open space downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Might as well give it to him again. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. The pull and throw off the RPO. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Pulls and fired complete. Slips a tackle and he's got room.
Let's go.
Make the stop, but not before
You gonna let me pay that bit? We gonna do it.
from the 10.
Well, they caught the defense off guard with that play right there.
You gonna make me pass, bro? Cool.
Short, you know, the odds say it's going to be.
You gonna make me pass, baby? We gonna.
They get a big play now, setting up 1st and goal.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rolls.
Gonna make me run that bit, boy.
On that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Well, he tried everything he could that time just to not take a negative play. He didn't get sacked. It was a great job avoiding that. And he's just able to get what he can get on the scramble play here down close in the red zone.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. He was thinking touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone.
He does everything he can. Tries to scramble, tries to make something happen. Nice job by the defense getting him to the ground. Down by more than a field goal. Interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
4th and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? His quarterback part of their running game. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Man, I love these goal-to-go situations. Give it to your QB. Don't do any of the read stuff. Don't do any of this stuff that takes time. Go now, get downhill, follow your blocks, and get in the end zone. Nice decisiveness by the QB.
And he makes the extra point. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. The Nittany Lions want to move quickly. They'll try the run. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25. Give him 1. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Finding open areas. He's got 50 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Nittany Lions started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll throw it from the red zone. He's moving out of the pocket. The defense sort of hurts this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage, and he'll take the loss.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Back to pass, it's Shields.
Oh my God, bro. How y'all ain't gonna pick that off, bro?
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Hold and finds his man on the left. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man. He was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Looking downfield on first down. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll go with a direct snap. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Throws to the wideout. Got the big paws on him, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be fourth down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game. Right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 10. Touchdown,
Let's fucking go.
This
Get it back.
defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Get it back.
The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down.
Ready to get it back.
Take that thing all the way back, bro.
Ready to
Let's
get
go
it
to the
back.
studio now and check in with Kevin
We
Connors.
ain't trying to
Kevin,
go
what do
deep,
you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Tennessee is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Neyland and Fulmer and Majors, this has not been a blowout today in Knoxville. They're up by 4 over South Carolina. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The screen, he's got wheels.
Hold it.
And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Pulls and fires complete.
Really, bro?
Past the 25. Ends the seam wide open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. looking for a man. It's Shields. Here's the pressure. Got his man on the right. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Nittany Lions can really attack on this 2nd and short. Just going to keep it after the snap. Stop just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pick up of 10 and a first down. Wants to throw on first down. Fires toward the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Zings it complete to the right. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
This offense has been money on 4th down here in the first half. They'll try to make it 3 for 3. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, they're taking to the air.
Good defense.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Shut up.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Looking downfield, it's Avery. He lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest. And you can tell, just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Fires to the wideout.
What you doing there?
Complete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
Oh, you throwing there, bro?
The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments. Wideout level noise. Trying to set up the screen.
Now what?
Down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. This crowd with a bolt of energy on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. They'll run the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Georgia sends out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted.
Good punt.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Offense changing the play. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
I got something.
And the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far. And that time, just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Going for it all. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming.
Take it.
Absolutely center cut.
Go take
And
that.
with that field goal, they now have the lead. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Nittany Lions will kick it away to break up the second half.
What's up? What's wrong?
And he'll just take a knee in this drive.
The Pop-Up Pony.
25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They ought to have some confidence based on that first half performance, but they certainly can't let up in a game like this.
And I think this possession is really, really important. I say that because they had a lot of success, but they're still losing because the defense can't stop anyone. They need to set the tone here in the second half.
And it's exactly that, David. You got to create momentum here early in the second half. You only do that by going out, marching the ball down the field, and scoring right away, trying to put pressure on the opposing offense.
Throws to the tight end. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
You know, they say sometimes for quarterbacks the hardest throws to make are when the guy's wide open. How do you miss that throw if you're the QB? Just put air on it. You can underthrow it by 10 yards. That receiver would have come back and fielded a punt.
Finds his target down the middle. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. And the Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to keep it in the air. And he dropped it just didn't hook the thing all the way in.
All right, drops are a part of football. It's a part of offense. What's really important for this quarterback now is to come back to the receiver, even after dropping that ball, show him that you still got confidence in him. You know it's a long play.
He'll pull it down and run. Oh, he's got some space. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
Georgia comes quickly to the line. Back to throw, it's Avery. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Got return. He's at the 30. That's the
receiver got to get it right.
Moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in the position where you're about to give up points. And now you flip that around and you put points on the board.
He's like a man, bro.
What are you doing in interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
Looking to the big tight end. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Thank you.
Makes the grab on the left.
Yeah.
Still on his feet at the 45.
Well, your last name is Speed, bro. You better goddamn get that shit, bro.
Kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Georgia.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. But if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Tennessee is on top, but it's not like Peyton Manning or T. Martin are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 11 over South Carolina. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. The lead has been sliced to a field goal, and now they'll try to answer.
Thank you.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Shields.
Damn it, I knew it was coming.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Thank you.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. The Nittany Lions racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win.
Yes.
They'll finally drag him down. He gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked
How you on
out.
what? What? Let's see. You threw it on the wall.
The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. He's brought down the one. A break for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard
Paying what?
They're going to run it. He'll be
Stop.
brought down at the 5-yard line, and this
You hungry?
defense
What you
is on
want?
its heels.
Okay, wait. You want some water?
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Quarterback making adjustments. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Looking to pass. It's Shields. Makes the catch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Going short.
Quarterback's ability to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
I can't get no returnable kicks, but
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of
There he goes. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Unloads quickly. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. Georgia going up tempo.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. There's a reason they call it linebacker U, and class is in session getting that sack.
I mean, big-time playmakers at the linebacker spot all throughout their history that know how to get to quarterbacks and know how to make big-time plays.
Gets it out fast. How much lingerie is this guy going to leave on the deck as he gets it down to the 25?
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
To throw, it's Avery. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th
all right, y'all, get a stop.
baby.
It's good. This is now a 7-point game. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Past the 1st down marker and still running. There he goes. Inside the
Oh my God, y'all.
And he slipped through the crowd and he'll house it.
Gotta get a stop, bro.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous. If he gets into the second level, great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Dropping back, it's Avery. Pucks it out of the air. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. That's caught. It's fired. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. He's got it. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
I hit the wrong button. I hit the wrong button. Jesus Christ. I hit the wrong button. I hit the wrong button, bro. God damn it. Oh, Jesus. I hit the wrong nigga, bro. God damn it. I hit the wrong button.
Impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays.
Oh,
What
I
a
hit the
great
wrong
job.
button, dude.
Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
Oh, my fault, bro. I hit the wrong button.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line.
I hit the wrong button.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that reign is coming to an end. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped him.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Dropping back, it's Avery. Finds the tight end. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays.
Bro.
He is finding wide open defenders all
Oh, my God, bro.
interception of the day.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. He breaks a tackle.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. He fires a bullet to the right. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots, and a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time. He's been accurate. And late in the game, they're still letting him take shots.
Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The RPO, it's complete. Now on 2nd down. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass, it's Shields. Finds his big tight end. And that had all the makings of hard meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run play action. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The screen, he can go. Breaks into the open. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. And the Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Wants to pass. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking for the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Penn State!
Game 1, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Gets it out quickly.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
The Dogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They go to the ground. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
And on 2nd down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a 3rd down situation where you had to throw the football.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go well.
They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, it's kind of crazy. That's only the second time we've called his number, called his name, like his second catch of the day. We're used to this guy really impacting a football game. And this offense has to do a better job finding him, featuring him, giving him chances to make plays.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Firing to the right, complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Wants to throw. It's Avery. Throws to the tight end.
Bro, turn around.
Another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing up and took it all the way to the house.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Makes the catch. Oh, he's got some space. Still on his feet. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Nearly another interception. It'll be second down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Back to throw. It's Avery. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Third down, I got this. I'll take this myself. He makes the read quickly. He calls his number. He has confidence in himself. Goes and gets the first down.
Direct snap. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Operating in the red zone here on second down. Snap it to the back. Powers through the defender. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next opportunity, the next moment, because today, oof, it was not a good day.
And he'll just get rid of that one.
Well, This guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they fight.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's...
The extra point is blocked.
Really, man.
He's got it, and he can go with it. The 50. He's at the 40.
Can't make this shit up, bro.
The 20. The 10. He takes it the distance, and you can give him 2.
I love the effort by the field goal unit. They don't just take the play off. They don't hang their heads. They rush the extra point. Look at that. Get their hand up, get a paw on it, pick it up, and take it all the way back for 2 points and gain some momentum for this defense.
He'll return it. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Put it down about.
Offense in a bunch formation. Quarterback may change this route. They'll move the tight end. Looking downfield, it's Shields. Unloads it left. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive play, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
On the direct snap, it's Fung. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wild card. An opportunity for big plays. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Oh, better look out. And on that short gain, that will bring us to the end of this game. Timeout is called with just a single second left. One more play to pad the stats. Direct snap. It's Fung. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one.